Okay, so y'all see the message. Pisces, help, please. Um, I'm awake. It is now 11:21. Um, for the past couple of days, it has been codes, codes, and codes. Like, the universe is screaming, like the code. You gotta crack the code. You gotta crack the code. Gotta crack the code, and it keeps being things. And I told y'all how, when I get messages, it's because, um one, it is reading the universe. The universe will put things in my face for me to be able to kind of make it make sense, um to me, but I'll also hear it first. So as I was listening to whatever was being programmed in my dream, because for 3 days it has been something about the code. um So, and I was supposed to program the channel, I think Friday or Saturday, and I heard the message, but I didn't program it till last night. Um, so then after that, I just ended up going to sleep because it was very strange. It almost gave me the feeling like, and I don't, what do you call it when it's like, comfort eating or something? Somebody is stress eating. I don't do that. But for some reason it was just like, I kept craving this. It's like a silk pie or something. It is Marie Callender's something. It's like the choc. Anyway, I was craving that. Mind you, I had already eaten during the daytime, something. What the fuck did I eat? I ate, my son gave me a cheesesteak, but before that I had already eaten something. But anyway, it was like comfort food, right? Like somebody stress eating. And so as I'm sitting there, and mind you, I was having a good time. I'm just watching and scrolling because something had happened with the TikTok ban going down, but um it's been a lot of stuff that is not adding up, okay? It's almost like everybody can put their knows that something's wrong, but they can't put their finger on it. That's one of the things. And so I wake up because literally, it's like I'm being called in my sleep. And so the night before last, like not tonight, last night, I took a sleeping pill because it was like, for some reason it keeps waking me up, whatever it is. And I do a lot of stuff during the day, and I'm like, you got to get some rest. You got to get some rest. So took a sleeping pill the night before that. Um, I slept the whole entire night, so I should not have been tired. But when I woke up, it was almost like, I needed to be woke, but it was weird. It was strange. So throughout the day, I still felt exhausted, like I was tired. Mind you, I had slept the whole night. So anyway, tonight is the issue because what happened was, I shut everything down after I got done eating. I had the pizza, I had the cake, and I had excuse me, I had natural soda. Anyway, so then after that happened, I went on ahead and I went to bed. So in my sleep, it's something is calling, and it's saying you have to crack the code because something is not right. Um, there's an ancient document or something that is printed, and it's weird because not only that, it was another code to this man. And then, okay, so the issue, I wake the fuck up, because I'm still hearing the same exact thing. Go to the bathroom. I'll come back, open up TikTok, which something is not right because I already knew that that was gonna be wrong. But this person, y'all know the person just did a fucking pyramid scheme right in front of everybody. And it's weird because then after that, it's like all the truth that's being told. Everybody is telling the truth, but nobody's listening. Like right in front of your face, you're being told something, but nobody's listening. It's almost like nobody can hear it. Why can't they fucking hear it? Like they said it right in your face. And it keeps going over top of everybody's head. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so anyway, get on TikTok. This lady is saying the same exact shit. Mind you, I programmed the channel before now, but now she's saying the same exact thing. Something about the codes. The codes, whatever they did, they deciphering shit and it's not right. They're deciphering it and it's a lie. But literally, they're telling you that they did it and it's a lie right in everybody's face. So because it wasn't meant for anybody to crack the code, it has to be specific people because it don't belong to them. It's like what I told y'all before about the freaking the lease on the magic. Everything being revealed right in your face. And it's almost like the people are still asleep, but it's like daydreaming or walking. Okay, and then it was something about, okay, so I can't really say this, but I can say it to where hopefully y'all get it. So when you're a kid, remember what they give you is the to make sure you don't get sick and this, then, and third. So what they just did in 2020, 19, all of those things. The fucking okay, so how do I explain this? Because I need to say it, but I don't need to say it. It's a computer chip. Like, remember it said, I can't even say that word. It's hacking the system, meaning your system, you as a person, if in fact you did, get that thing, that it's hacking. And so certain, how the fuck do you say this? Because I don't want this shit to get fucking, but I need for y'all to get it. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. It would be like a Trojan horse that I just sent to your system. So, surprise. But again, certain things, fuck, how do you say this shit? Because it would be almost similar to this. Crack the fucking code. Because it's in plain sight. You have to see it. You have to hear it. But it's all okay. So, the TikTok thing being back, but it's not actually back now. It's actually corrupted. So the system is always trying to monitor and make sure. So it's like the trigger words or the things, but it's monitoring. Hi everybody. And I'm sorry, I just went off on I just needed to get it out of my system. Hey beautiful Aaron, love you. Hey Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, it's Monday. What the fuck? Ain't it about to be Monday? Miss Kelly saying happy Saturday, but it should be Sunday. And you should be Monday. What the fuck? Hold on. Miss Kelly, you should be on Monday, shouldn't you? Y'all, and then some shit's not right because I think something is definitely on glitch mode. Hey William, hi. Trip, hi. I can put a link to it if you want. If it'll let you, I'm not sure if it will, but I think they know what I mean. Anyway, so there's a book. I'm probably going to end up telling y'all tomorrow in the morning because the reading says crack the code something. But y'all, whatever it is that's sending the messages is you know how they talk about collective consciousness and things of that nature. It is a stress warning or distress warning. It's sending out a distress signal. Okay, how the fuck? Y'all, I'm sorry because literally this is different than normally the stuff that I get in the middle of the night. because it is adamant. It's very, very adamant that people have to pay attention, because it's giving you the message, it's giving you the sign, it's giving you the signal. My body has been acting out things lately that don't make sense. And I told y'all I'm a collector, so I absorb energy in a way that's different than anybody else. But that was also the thing. It was saying that people don't understand how the energy is working. It's like, I think I explained it to y'all with the photons before. Like when they're not being watched, they do what they want to do. It's like they straighten up, like your mom. Like when your mom is watching you, you act good. But when you are off, left on your own to your own devices, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. So the energy is doing whatever the fuck it wants to do, basically, but it's also being guided because the universe is adjusting it, because the universe is the source or the teacher or the lesson, because it keeps being a thing. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The student is ready, the teacher will appear, but it's energetically also, because it can bring you a certain person, place, or thing, a time. It's like the time and space. And I know I may be rambling, but shit, I was literally just asleep, and all I could hear is like it's a distress call. It needs somebody to answer. And it's weird because it's not like in your face, and it's almost like it would be like the equivalent of believing in God. Like you believe in God, and you know God exists, but you can't see God. So but it's the energy that's also being directed, so it could be like God energy or whatever, letting you know that there's about to be some stuff that happens. Just stand in the middle of the storm, because the storm is actually cleaning up whatever the issues are. Let me see. So, not here to hurt you. It is to reveal, more revealing than anything. And so it's like seeing the truth, because literally when I got off the bed, the first thing I just said was, he did a pyramid scheme right in your face. So if y'all don't know, there was some money that was launched, digital coin that was launched, and it's like the person at the top receives all the benefits, but the people who helped, the people who are loving this person, it's the person showing that they don't care about anybody, they don't care about nobody but themselves. And then you have to be reminded or remember that in order for me to fund a finish the rest, you need funding. And so it was a pyramid scheme that was just like Operation Build It, like build the funds. But it also gives MAS, but it has nothing to do with them. It's almost like the criminal aspect of a situation is misdirection and lies. So I want you to think that a certain person, people, place, or thing did this, but that's not what actually happened. But it is funding, being funded on the backs of the people that trust. But at the top, they don't care. They don't care about the little people. So it's one of those things where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But y'all trusted him. Y'all trust them. And I'm not saying nothing by this, but I need for y'all to really understand. And I said this already. It's a lot of truth in a lie. Okay? So if I say the auntie is a person, because I need for y'all to look for the person and think that there's corruption and think that there's mass you know, whatever. It's like I'm gonna rock you to sleep. So if the ante is made as a bad thing, but I told y'all, to me, it would be moving away from that group of people. So now we don't believe in that. Now it is now being shown because they keep doing stuff that is not in alignment or in accordance. Like, how can you say that you love God, but meanwhile, there's no God in you? Everything you do is against the very thing that you say you stand for. So once everybody sees it and everybody realizes it, we all step away, and now we start searching and seeking for God ourselves from the beginning, and not the way that we were raised up and trained to be. Do you understand? It is also like, how the fuck? So I told y'all before, it looks like the people will be the ones that do it, because it's supposed to be we the people, for the people, by the people, but the people are not being represented in a way that is, the people are not being represented. We're not being represented. We are not being represented. People, the people are doing what they want to fund and build more wealth for their legacy, their inheritance. They don't give a fuck about yours. And so how can you believe in something that is showing you right in your face that you are not important? You're not important. And no matter how they try, they can't hide it, because you can't tell a lie right now. Nobody can tell a lie right now. You can tell the lie, but it will be revealed. You can say it out of your mouth, but your actions will show the truth. But meanwhile, they're not even telling a lie out of their mouth. They're saying right to you in your face, I don't care about you. They're saying it. So you have to listen to what they're saying, and how still do you love what is being told to you right in your face. So it's weird, because a person said they manipulated the system to be put in a place. They said it twice in the same speech, but yet it went over everybody's head. Only a few people heard it. They also said how they felt about the people. And even the people that they said what they said about still acted as if they didn't hear it. So it's like casting a major spell all at once. But it's the powers that be, the glitching of the system. So the numbers are not right. Remember, I done told y'all that multiple times. The numbers were not right. It was already being warned. It was already being told. Like, I'm sure I'm not the only person that picked up the fact that all of the numbers are mismatched. Nothing is adding up. Nothing about this time is adding up, because everybody feels it. Everybody can feel that something is wrong. You can't pinpoint it because you can't put your finger on it, because it's not meant for you to. It's just meant for your gut feeling to say, this is not right. So earlier today, as I was writing, it has been a thing with these clouds. Something is blocking. They're pumping out some type of big, thick, weird ass cloud that looks like it's full of rain or full of a storm, but there is no rain, there is no storm, because above that, excuse me, if you can see past that and above that, or you can see holes in the clouds or up top, it is beautiful blue up there. So it's something different happening in the sky, that it totally exists, than the sky that we're seeing. Everything is being Carl, I don't know you, and so I don't know if I can't add you because I don't know what you're posting, and so I don't. Yeah, you would have to probably send it to my email. Let me look at it first, and then I'll put it because I don't want nothing inserted into the system that does not belong there. And I don't know who you are. You just showed up out of thin air. And you may be trustworthy, but as of now, nothing can be trusted because something's not right. Like, and I mean, when I say something, I mean everything. And again, God don't give us a spirit of fear. He gives us a spirit of discernment. And I'm discerning, and y'all should be discerning as well, that it is not right. There's something that's happening, and we all know that nothing happens without God in the midst of it. Nothing is a coincidence. It's everything is important into the system. So regardless of whether or not we can't put our fingers on it, our gut is saying this is not right. Understand? So, hey, do harm. I love you. So just because what you doing, Will? That's my brother, y'all. So just because we don't know exactly what has been done does not mean we cannot feel that something is not right. And if all of y'all are being honest, how many of y'all can feel something's not right? Like literally, if you think this is normal, then say, I think this is normal. But how many of y'all feel totally and understand that your gut is telling you, ring the alarm. This is not right. Some shit is not right. Mind y'all, I'm seeing people saying it's several different timelines adding, like, we can't be from the same timeline because how was this happening on your timeline and this happening on somebody else's timeline? It don't make sense. I'm allowed to be up on my punishment. Absolutely not normal. Aaron, period. Like, so you have to crack the code. This is the thing that I need for y'all to realize. The universe is showing you in your face. So for it saying you have to crack the code, it is what is happening around you, the things that you can see, the things that you can prove, because of the fact that whatever is being shown to you is important for you to see. Because whatever they have done, they can't stop the universe from trying to fix it for you or altering it away in a way for you to be able to see it. So it's like giving the greatest illusion that things are this way when it's a whole other way or something totally different going on right now. So if you can see it, or if you can what is the book, y'all? In the morning, the 7 o'clock reading, I'll tell y'all exactly. It's 2 codes that is there, but that was just being used as the example. And so the other part is it is stuff that okay. So what does it say? It says things that are hidden cannot be fully appreciated. Things that are hidden cannot be fully appreciated for its value. Because it's meant for everybody to use, everybody to see, everybody to be able to get involved in, but only a select few people. It's like them hiding shit, and then they're saying that they are the for some reason I want to say they are the keepers of things, but they're not the keepers of things because the code that they cracked or the way that they said it is not right. It's not right. And they're reading it wrong. But be mindful, because if you come from that source, then it was again misdirection and lies because it wasn't meant for them anyway. So of course they would read it this way, but meanwhile you would read it another way. So that's where it actually is being shown at. And y'all should be receiving the messages. So either it's a confirmation for you, or like it's just disconnected because they were trying to disconnect you. And some of y'all, I know it was necessary because it was almost like for your livelihood. If you don't do this, then you can't work here. So it was taking your livelihood, but actually what it was doing was it is corrupting the system. It was designed to corrupt the system. So if you have free will and you will want to do this, for yourself, if you start free thinking, that nano would redirect you in a different way because it's mechanical. So it was all a lie. So how would I say that? So you know how like it would be a dead source of the thing, right? But this is mechanical, so it's not dead, it's actually alive. And it rewrites the code. So your DNA is actually a code, like the way the strands and stuff are, but it's actually rewriting the code, or trying to rewrite the code. And so it's going to create problems. It would be like how a transplant, you know how like when you get a transplant or when a person has gotten a transplant, they put them on medication because that particular tissue don't belong to them. And so they would give you medication to make sure that your body don't reject it, because of the fact that your body's going to reject it, because your body is meant to heal itself. Your body should regenerate itself. But if they insert something into the system that corrupts the code, because the code has been corrupted, or the code is they're trying to corrupt the code. So it's telling us that we have to crack the code in a way where it kind of helps you. So they know more than what they're saying they know. Just so y'all know, they know more than what they're saying they know. So this is the reason why the foods are being given the way that they're being given, because it's all trying to corrupt the code. So I hope that makes sense. So it's telling you to crack the code, figure it out, because certain things don't agree with you. The little guy, there was a little guy today. He told me, my son the other night, he wanted to go out for fucking Waffle House at 4 o'clock in the morning. I happen to be woke, so I was like, fuck it, I'll take you to get the fucking Waffle House. I was like, I wanted a waffle, but then I'm like, it's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I shouldn't be eating fucking waffles at this time. He was like, Mom, I'll get the waffle. But also, mind you, he's also the one that just gave me the other food. So I gotta watch that, because now they're using my son to give me stuff that I wouldn't be normally eating, because of the fact that I wouldn't just suggest it for myself. So now I gotta watch that, because that also was giving more corruption to the system, because he didn't gave me two things that I would not normally eat. Anyway, so we go and get the fucking Waffle House. Yesterday, I ended up taking a boy to Waffle House, dropping him off for work. And I said, why the fuck I just had some waffles from here, and the waffles was fucking delicious. It tasted nice and buttery. Mind you, I only had half the waffle because I didn't take the whole thing. So he said it makes his stomach hurt. And so I said, should I be eating this? He said he's the one that makes the batter. And then he proceeds to tell me, he said it has 3 cups of half and half in it, 3 eggs, and then the batter shit, right? And then he said he don't eat it, because when I'm still looking at him and I'm asking him, should I be eating that? He shakes his head no to me, because he said what he says, and this is his exact words. He said, after you eat it, it makes your stomach big. Okay. And then he got out. So period. Take it, read the message as it is. So it made sense to me, because he not wrong, but everything is making it like, even now, y'all know I done got in like 2 accidents in the past 2 years, right? And they've been trying to stick me with this shit. Oh, we gotta do injections and you just and the third. No, I'm not getting them, because of the fact that I want to do everything the holistic way. But also it's making your base, your pelvic floor, your chakras not work right. So everything is being designed to freaking shut off your power source. If that makes any sense. Thank God I didn't do it. Yeah, I'm with you. Thank God I didn't. I thank God for real, for real. But either way, right now, the issue is it's the heavy metals. Heavy metals. The system is doing something, and heavy metal could be like, you know, the heavy metals, but also it's giving me like rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's trying to rock the system. So as of now, like, I know y'all, this is all fucking weird and strange, but it's like a distress call. Like, it's getting to be too much. And whoever's sending out the signal is on high alert. Like, literally, y'all need to get this shit, because it's getting that to the wire. That's the thing. Mind you, it is literally down to the wire. So hopefully, y'all, it makes some sense, and hopefully, you know, y'all know I'm just not rambling, and like, I feel like I have to say this. I am fine. Okay? Like, nothing is happening. I'm just living life, and, you know, I'm not in any type of, you know, situation or circumstances, other than the fact that, you know, I live daily life like everybody else. Life is, you know, lifing and doing what it's doing. I love my life. I'm blessed. I'm thankful to even be able to wake up and even give y'all these messages. So I feel like I should say shit like that, because of the fact that somebody will say, oh, well, the last message was this. Nope. None of that is happening. I love being here. Everything is, you know, doing what it's doing and changing for the better. So just so y'all know, I'm very, very clear and coherent and everything else. So I don't know why I feel like I should have to say that, but I feel like I should have to say that because somebody, it's disruption of, I'm telling y'all, disruption of the system is trying to discredit. I don't take drugs, alcohol. I'm not even having sex. Okay, I'm as clean and as pure as I'm gonna get. The worst thing I done probably ate is some food, which ain't good either. Okay, because to me it felt like it was like stress eating. That's what it would be. Mind you, I don't do that. So it's totally happening. And all I'm saying is, to make sure everything is, you know, being given the way it needs to be given, I'm hearing the message. I'm giving you the message. Take with that, with thy will, or what you want. They said crack the code. We have to crack the code, because what's being done is totally not right. Since being away from home, I've been tapped into a frequency that has been catapulted. Oh, hold on, Miss Kelly. What the fuck? It was something as I read that. Let me go back, because something came in my brain. Since being away from home, I've been tapped into a frequency that has catapulted me into alignment of an ugly reality. I love the experience well to help where I can. So what did I think, and why did I forget it that fast? All right, so as I was reading it, something popped into my mind, but also as I kept going, it was like I forgot. So it could just be the experience of, and right now I'm seeing like the bees are on fire, y'all. Um, if you don't give out the message, or if you don't say it right then and there, because I'm missing something, I was supposed to tell y'all something, and it keeps being a thing, because I get activated by water. So every time I take a shower, is when all the stuff comes. And as you know, it's hard to write and be in the shower. But I just said the bees are on fire. So what it looks like, or what it's being shown, is like if a honeycomb would be lit up. So maybe the fire is behind the bees, behind the honeycomb, and because it looks like the top of the honeycomb is on fire. Maybe you feel it because they're gonna push us more for that shit. Well, they're gonna have to get somebody else to do it, but something is not right because it is trying to, y'all, we the people, for the people, by the people. Y'all have to understand that if we the people don't figure this shit out, you listen, y'all, it's like your hands are being forced. That's not right. Mind you, it's being forced to fill somebody else's pockets. It's being forced to build somebody else's legacy, not yours. That's the issue. And so, as human beings, one of the things I posted the other day, and it makes sense. We don't hand over. It said the difference between humans and animals is that the animals don't allow the dumbest to lead the packs. Like, we literally can see a person doing the weirdest, stupidest, dumbest things, and we'll act as if we don't see it and let them be the leader of the free world. It don't make sense. Mind you, if y'all didn't hear the situation, they said they corrupted the system. They corrupted the numbers. He said it out of his own mouth. In the morning message, I'm going to show you where he said it. So it keeps being a thing where it's like, if in fact something happens, it's because we allowed it to happen because of the fact that we did not listen. But I'm not going to say we, but it's people didn't listen because some people knew better. Some people heard the message. Some people heard the actual statements being made, and they didn't just allow their slumber or their sleep to be corrupted by bullshit. But on another note, it's like some people just didn't give a fuck, and as long as this didn't happen, but now it's like somebody, you suffering the consequences, the repercussions of whatever it was that you did. Like, be careful what you ask for. You just might get it, because now but I don't feel like some of us should be punished for some shit that we didn't fucking ask for. We didn't do, but some of us are being punished for some shit that we didn't ask for and we didn't do. And I don't even mean by the elections or things of that nature. I mean just in life in general. Money and big business have been honored over people and choices and situations. Like, no matter what we say or the what we care about, they will push their agendas on, the people, and you gotta get this done, or you gotta do this, or you gotta do that. Meanwhile, it is being shown that we're being more hurt than helped by whatever it is that they are doing. It's not helping us. And then it keeps being a bunch of lies. Mind you, along with the truth, because even when the truth is being told, it's almost like the people are so fucking asleep that they're not listening to what is being said right in their face. As strange as it sounds, I don't regret my misfortune. You shouldn't, Miss Kelly. It was designed. It has some, Miss Kelly, every time you're setting to start, it's almost like I want to remember. It wants to remember something, but it's like I keep losing it in the process. Not if I feel this alive. Thank you, universe. That's the thing. That's what I even said before. Like, we have to enjoy the journey. As part of our spirit, a part of our spiritual growth, even though the things are hard, we have to enjoy the journey, because the journey is what is beautiful. And then when you're done with that situation, it's almost like I made it through it, and now I get to just, um live in the moment. Like, that's the thing. And it's fucked up that we are barely being able to live in the moment because of all the shit. ZJ, hey, we're barely able to live in the moment because it's like almost wanting us to keep working, and then and some of us not being able to, like, it's a weird thing, because I remember a time when not working. When, why the fuck, it's something that I'm supposed to remember. I keep getting fucking glitches of it, but I can't. Every time it's like it just pops in and then it just pops out. Like, I'm really not remembering something I should be telling y'all. We are supporting y'all in any way we can. The world is watching. Aaron, the thing that I'm talking about revolves around everybody, like literally all of us. And I know it seems like I may be talking about a specific thing, but y'all, is so much bigger than that. Like, it's just being shown on a small scale like this, but on like that, but y'all don't realize this shit is going to affect, it affects the world. Because we were not the only people that, got the injections. Like, if I'm not mistaken, didn't that get delivered to the world? And mind you, I just watched a situation where, didn't I just show y'all that thing where the UN, we just talked about that, and then now I'm watching the fact that TikTok has now gave $300 million or $300,000 to the UN, or whatever the fuck that, no, not, it wasn't the UN, it was the World Health and thing. So y'all, it's like, again, all of these people aligning, but this is the funny part. So this is what we should also know. Where I just told you, nobody can tell a lie. The truth is being revealed, right? So the truth is being revealed. They're saying it right in front of our faces, right? All we got to do is watch them. They're telling us what they're doing, right? But this is the thing. As they're doing the shit, it is being torn down and corrected right in their face. So they're doing it, and they're gonna. This, like the thing when I told y'all, the weapon will form. The weapon will form, but it won't prosper. So the man launched the money, right? He did that fucking pyramid scheme right in everybody's face. He just launched that money the day before yesterday or yesterday, whatever the fuck. Mind you, it's tanking. So the weapon formed, but literally the only people who are going to lose out big is the people who supported him. Now, isn't that fucked up and a slap in the face? But also, it's their karma. Because why are you supporting that? Do you have morals and values? Do you have a fucking soul? But also, it keeps being a thing. It keeps being said that certain people don't have a soul. That's the reason why they keep doing the shit that they're doing, because it don't bother them. It don't bother them to fuck up generation after generation, legacies, inheritance of other people. The universe is tired of that. It's not going to stand. But there's some certain people that don't understand that you're being dealt with. The reason why everything is happening the way that it's happening is because people are being dealt with. It's like, God forbid, and I know everybody wants to say, okay, well, what's happening in this state and that state? Honestly, to me, I just am focused on what I'm doing right now, because you got to be mindful that generation after generation after generation, and these people could, the sins of the mother and father, right? People can be dealing with the sins of the mother and father. The shit that your fucking great grandparents did, that could be the reason why right now The houses are being burnt down, floods are being given, the like some people are so arrogant that they'll keep doing shit until it's to the detriment of them. Because I'm very sure it was their great grandparents and this, that, and the third that did some of the bullshit, the people that are doing the bullshit. And now, it's people crying here, there, we're losing this, that, and the third. Well, so have we. Generation after generation after generation after generation, we have lost. And so I can't feel sorry for anything that's happening nowhere in the world. Like, I just can't. Whatever happens is just meant to happen. And I'm very much have morals, values, and a soul, but also be mindful that Abel's blood cried out from the earth. Remember that. So if there's blood crying out from the earth, be mindful of the blood that was spilled. Ancestor after ancestor after ancestor after ancestor after ancestor. And right now it's like a shitstorm. Like the earth is crying. All the blood that has been shed, all the tears that have been shed, all the covering up. Like, you got to think that right now, even where we are, we're walking over top of things that are there. When they don't like a part of history, you know what they do? They bury it. They flood it with lakes and rivers and things of that nature. We're walking on the blood. We're walking on tears. We're walking on graves. So we got to be mindful that the earth, the universe, is literally crying from within. And spiritually, that, like, it may not mean nothing on a 3D note because you're walking around here and you just can't see it. But spiritually, it's a cleanse. Like, the voices want to be heard. Meanwhile, in the 3D realm, right here, right now, it is so much stuff happening. Like, people still thinking that they can corrupt for $1. Meanwhile, not realizing that it's spirits on their ass. Lately, it's been a thing where and I don't know how many people are seeing this, but y'all, I feel like when I said it was merging, like the things merging, people talking about, oh, well, we're going into a shift from the 3D to the 5D. Motherfucker, you better realize that there are fucking forces walking around this bitch. And then it was like the shadows, the shadow people, and this, that, and the third. It's shit lurking in the shadows and working behind the shadows. It's 3D people working in the shadows right now. Like, I literally just saw a person just saying, that they were a shadow worker, but mind you, it gave me so much more as the person was saying it. And what they do is, or what they was explaining that they do is, they work like in corporations or in government and things of that nature, and they start to reveal stuff that's being happening that people don't see, that they're trying to cover up and all this other extra shit. And what these people do is work behind the scenes, like, to get it shown, revealed, right? And so as the person is talking, they're talking about all these corporations. I gotta blow my nose. All these corporations and shit that they have fucking taken down, and they're showing their business and what happened, and how they took this place down. All it gave me was, like, spiritually, how there's energy and forces that are working behind the scenes that are making people, because it gave me like puppets, like walking into a person's vessel and now making a person expose everything they have done. This is why, like, the reality of everything that's coming to fruition right now, like people being shown and exposed for what they are, it is actually shadow people now. And this would explain why when the shadow people came to me from the beginning, they were saying, tell the people it's okay. It's okay. But meanwhile, remember, I told y'all, I didn't know them. It's like that person that just came on here. I didn't know them. So I wasn't going to easily get on my channel and say, okay, the shadow people are saying they're okay. Because with everything, there's good and there's bad. And whether or not the feeling felt good or bad, because be mindful that when something wants you to embrace it, it will come to you in a good way. I'm not going to be a tyrant to you because of the fact you're going to run. So I would be as sweet as possible to you. What's the thing? I told you the bees are on fire. You catch more bees with what? Honey. But I'm telling you, the fucking honeycombs are on fire. So, because that's what is being shown. Like, I don't know where the fuck these bees are, and I don't know where the fuck the honeycombs are, but the shit is on fucking fire. So now, the shadow people now insert themselves into the situation because they're working behind the shadows, behind the scenes, unraveling what is being done. So just because you can't see it with your eyes, like it's people or entities, beings helping the situation, because what has been done, it's like a lot of injustice, a lot of the scales not being balanced or leveled, or the scales trying to be tipped to one side, and it's not gonna go. So now there's shadow beings now that are inserting themselves into the system, and that's also like I keep hearing takeover or possession. What the fuck was I saying the other day? It was, and I don't know why that keeps happening. It keeps being a thing. Because now it's like insert yourself here, insert here. Something that goes in this place, but it wasn't there, and I keep getting like wolf spirits. Because right now I'm seeing a wolf walk through the kitchen, like literally, it's like the merging or the being, like you coming out, shape shifting or something. Like the wolf, like don't be afraid. So the way it's being shown is like the wolf walking toward in the kitchen, but the wolf is like literally walking towards me, but it's like the merging of like all the beings, like the spirit that you need. So it may be like totems and things of that nature, but it's like giving an energy. What the fuck was I listening to? And I was looking, oh no, it was the fairies. So the fairies and the fairy energies, it could be elemental magic. That's what it might be. So yeah, Miss Kelly, you saying bewitching, and it's giving elementals, all the elements coming together. So it's almost like it could be also the magician, because that's what that is too. So it could be magic mage energy, because what it's showing me is like the fairies. What did they call them? Blood. It's the, oh, so I said the blood calling from the ground, but it was given blood magic. You get it back in blood. So it's blood magic because of the fact that I said the blood is spilled into the earth. But also, even it was one time when it was like saying, I need your location. And so your blood going into the earth, I need your location. But it is the amount of times you walked in the places. Okay, so the one thing I was meant to tell y'all, the places that you have been, adding up. I've been trying to show you who you are the whole entire time. I grew up on Queen Street. 803 West North Street. So it's like wherever you were, if y'all can, do y'all, any of y'all remember y'all addresses? So Queen Street, 803 West North Street. So the west and north, western, northwestern. What's in the northwestern? Can anybody tell me what's there? So it's almost like okay, y'all remember the other day when I showed y'all what was in my purse? Oh, never mind. Well, I did. But anyway, I showed y'all what was in my purse. It was my passport, my safety key for like it was like travel, like I was going somewhere, right? Why did I watch another video with another girl that basically was telling me that basically was saying that she only keeps her passport on her, right? So it's cracking the code when the message has something to do with cracking the code, but all right, so I'm telling you who you are because you've been following in the same footprints as your past lifetime, right? So somebody tell me if y'all know, because I can help somebody right now. So maybe this might be somebody's help. Um, which street did you grow up on? Or which streets have you grown up on? What do you remember? Because what part of what you remember is also trying to show you and trying to point you in the right direction. So it is almost like cracking the code to your past life and who you are. Like, again, I grew up on Queen Street. I know some things. Um, I rode around in golden chariots. Um, so I'm trying to help you find you and locate you and your place in the world. You see what I'm saying? So, I told you I grew up on West North Street. So West North could be the western, northern part of the earth. We're not talking about like even the United States. It could be that location. Let me see. What else can I remember? Cabbage Patch. So I don't know what a cabbage patch would mean, but something about a cabbage patch would be important. Um, do y'all see how what I'm telling y'all about the codes? So it would also be like a thing when it was saying Jackson, Johnson, Mason, Dickson, um, the son of John, um, the son of Jack, and then the location. Um, so it could also be given your family crest as well, because what it is your placement. So it's kind of showing that also, but it's given like the hierarchy of things, the people who are trying to fight the most to secure and create their legacy. And I told you they don't give a fuck about yours, but they're trying to cover up your legacy, meanwhile thinking that theirs is better. But I also told y'all about a wealth transfer. I said the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, but that is not the case. It's the case, and that's true, but the wealth transfer puts everybody in their perspective, place, and location. So when you call back for the things, but the things are calling from you for you, because remember I told you the blood is calling and crying from the earth, and so your ancestors are wanting you and putting you back in your rightful place. And that would be the blood, which is there's nothing they could do about it. The blood was already spilled. They don't realize that's the essence of life. The essence of life is stronger and more pure than any magic they could ever do. So they said you get it back in blood, because you're going to get it back from the blood. And it's not by the blood of what they're trying to say. My childhood street name was Kindergarten, if I translate in English. I would be curious to know what it says in your language, though. Like, what would the sound, or what would the saying be in your language? Because it's kind of hard. Like when you translate things into English, it loses some value. So that's also one of the things. Because England got put over top of places, it lost its value. Lastasia. Is that how you say that? Lastasia? Because why is it the fact that it gave that last, the last will be first and the first will be last? It's a changing of the position. Hey, A-Pants. Funny you talk about ancestors. I literally ordered an ancestry DNA kit 48 minutes ago. I love the fact that you did that. I love ancestry DNA, but also I'm very regretful of why, because I'm mad at the fact that I gave them people my DNA, but I'm also, because, it helps, but I was also really very mad at myself for giving them that. But I did like the fact of where I came from because it was surprising to me. So Lasteria is more, yes, because the last shall be first. So they try to put you last, but meanwhile, it was showing you were meant to be first. It's like the reverse of a thing. So either Jack's son of Jack. But it's giving family crest. I did mine a while ago too. Yeah, I was thankful, Aaron, because I wanted my kids to know stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit, like, I'm unsure because you can't trust them. And to me, it's almost like they looking for lineage and they know who you are, and then you go on a watch list. So, oh, that was the other thing. So that was one of the things I was meaning to tell y'all that I was thinking of earlier. We went on a federal watch list because it is like policing your people. Like, that's so fucked up because that's the way it was given. Like, it was the collection agency. Because remember, I'm a collector. The energy. But mind you, they put us on a watch list because once they had the DNA, they know who you are. It's like they can tell ancient bloodlines and they can tell like the people who were connected to Jesus Christ because of the fact that they have your blood. But also they're using your blood to manipulate shit in the system. That's how they are doing it. They're targeting genetics. You see what I'm saying? But every time they try to target the genetics, it's like they fuck up something and it ends up fucking up a lot of people. But the thing is, I already told you, we're all the same. There is no difference. It's just a little less melanated, people, but we're all the same. You come from one source. So it's stupid for you to target genetics when technically you're only targeting yourself. It's like a husband and a wife. When I said before, you never target your wife because, bitch, you're targeting you. I am you, you're me. So even if I want to feel disconnected, and I literally just did a thing, disconnecting and calling back all of my energy to myself because I don't want to be connected to people who are connected to people who are connected to people. Like, it's fine if I know I'm connected to a person and they're doing whatever they're doing to work on themselves and this, that, and the third, yada yada yada. That's one thing. But if I'm connected to a person and this person just keeps bringing me stupid connections that I'm not, like, I don't want to be connected to that person. Like, and so this connection now don't serve me no purpose because you keep being stupid and you keep inviting the worst shit towards you, whether it be people, places, and things. So as of now, like, certain people for me are getting cut off, energetically getting cut off because of the fact that, and I don't care if I got to strip it from the DNA, from ancestry to ancestry to ancestry, I'm going to figure out how, because at the end of the day, these people keep inviting people to them that I don't want in my energy. So if the only way I can get them out of my energy is to get you out of my energy, then fuck it. You got to go. So that is like, you know how they have like soulmate connections and twin flame connections and this, that, and the third. Like, those connections that your soulmates or your twin flames are making are weighing you down. And that's the way I just felt. Like, being connected to you is allowing these types of energies around. And I don't like them types of energies around. And just because you like it, if you like it, I love it. But fuck you. So now I'm looking at something different, and this may be a little bit I don't want to say underhanded, but it is a little because it's going under the system, like under the radar, tapping into the energy. But I just want to stay under the radar because when I make people aware of me, it is like, I don't like it. So now I found a new energy, and I can kind of take off of that energy what I need, but also giving it back good energy, because of course I'm not a thief, and so I also give back the good energy. But I need to take from the energy what I need in order to, grow and flourish, and that's fine, but don't steal anything from anybody, okay? So that's the thing. um and I feel like I figured that out, so now it is like I have to turn into a different direction, because the people that had connections, or the people that had like I just didn't like where it was going. So I tapped into my trusty little magical, being, and I just cut me off from them, because fuck that. And I can feel like a person wants to keep trying to hold. You know how, like, when they had the black man in a sunken place and he kept falling, 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 and he was like moving, trying to grasp for straws. I can feel the people doing that, but I gave you plenty of chances to fix your shit. And so now I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So that last move that people did, that was the last fucking straw. And so now you're disconnected. You have to go, because now my attention is going to go this way, but my attention is now just being focused on giving back good energy to the universe, but also being able to take out of it what I need to make me back whole. Because you know how, like, when you're pouring into cups and cups and cups and cups and cups, and then your cup starts to be diminished, and people still want to siphon off of your cup, but now somebody figured out that maybe I learned something different, and I did. And yeah, so there's that. But recently, when I just did that, and I know y'all seen it, it was called, but somebody may feel abandoned because that's all I hear. It was called Disconnection and something. It's in the Spotify, but it did go up to the YouTube platform too. But the thing was, I did it in 3, because the power of 3 will set us free, right? So, and I don't have 3 people, so I use my voice 3 times. That's why you get that other one as a chant. But the actual words are written inside of there, so y'all can always look in there and take those words out and repeat it as you feel, or you can change it however you feel, because I said what I said, but you might figure out something else to say. So it's one that has just one single voice, but it's the other one that has 3. That was the actual cutting of the situation that I did for me, because it needed to be sent out into the universe, into that frequency. And so yeah, once it got sent out in that frequency, I don't give a fuck who feel what, bitch, you're done. Because literally, I'm tired of these little stupid assholes that keep trying to act as if they get inserted into the situation, but it's because of the man portion of, the situation keeps allowing these types of energies into their energy, and I don't want to be connected to that. So you do what you will. Everybody has free will. Mind you, I'm not trying to fuck with nobody else's, so I don't feel like nobody should try to fuck with mine. And my free will says I need to be disconnected, and I need to be a sole sovereign entity, all standing on my own. My energy needs to be pulled back into my own body, this me, and I don't want none of the soulmate connections. Like, keep them and them over there, because these people don't give a fuck who they allow into their system. Like, literally, they will broadcast and promote, mind you. Like, yeah, I don't need that energy. That shit is weird. How to react if family members living with narcissists and that person talking bad things about her kids. I just told you, cut them niggas off. And then cuss they ass the fuck out. Like, sometimes the best thing you could do is get your shit and go. But if you can't do that, then you have to take a stand. And you gotta say what you mean and mean what you say. And honestly, I would just take my shit and go, because I wouldn't want my kids in that type of fucking environment. So there's that. Either way, y'all, it's late, and I'm probably gonna have some more, weird ass visions and things of this nature by the time I wake up. But I gotta go to sleep because we got that 7 o'clock message, and I need to make sure that I get all the messages that are messaging in the message. Okay. So hopefully y'all, all this made some damn sense to y'all, because it makes a lot of sense to me. But of course, all the messages can't be the way it is being delivered to me, can't be said or spoken of a little bit, some of it. But you know hopefully y'all got what y'all needed. But I feel like if in fact you did, it was already just a confirmation for y'all anyway. It was already something that you're being given, because ain't no fucking way I put that there and then that lady now is talking about some fucking codes and shit. But like I said, I saved her video. So if you're on my TikTok, then you can go and look at it. It's in the reposted shit. But also be mindful, TikTok is not the same. TikTok has been compromised. All right. So when they went dark on us, it meant something, okay? Be mindful that that was the universe telling you. TikTok went dark on us. What does that tell you? Like I already said, they're showing you everything in your face. Take it how it resonates. All right, good night. I love y'all.